Hey kids, welcome to a exciting show today at the old Tipsy Irishman. We got the Scotsman here and this lug over here. The Frenchman. Jesus Christ, we have the whole European state over here. Anyways, we were able to get all of us together, thank God, and we're gonna do you a nice special show, hopefully with a nice special bottle. And with that being said, we're gonna let this guy do his thing.
Yeah, sorry for the hiatus. We were traveling and everybody was
working
traveling and doing the things, and now we're
traveling,
all
working, and traveling.
Summer's on.
Yes, summer's on.
You know what's crazy? To derail, the kids go back to school in like 3 weeks. Yeah, like it's summer's like over.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like done.
But the Christian school in my house, they're already back in session. Yeah. They take weird times off.
This is a cool bottle. I like Maker's Mark a lot. Maker's Mark was one of the bottles when I got into the bourbon gang that I very much enjoyed. At the time, it was what they called the license plate series. So it was like your BEPs and your FAEO ones and whatever, but they used to title them weird stuff. They phased that out, and now what they're doing are these releases. We actually did a show on the previous release, and we weren't really pumped about it. This one sold me, and I
don't remember. Wasn't that French Oak too, or no?
No, you're thinking of the French 46, and that's actually a decent Maker's release, and that's always on the shelf. I don't remember. It was the Keeper's release. We did the Keeper's release, and we weren't really pumped about it at the time for the price. This one, again, I'm a sucker for packaging, and this one got me because right on the front it tells you notes of vibrant raw honey and stone fruit, and listen. If
you got me into the honey stuff.
If you're gonna give me 3 flavor notes, in a weeded whiskey. The stone fruit sells me every single time, so I was really, really pumped to pick this one up. Cool story on this one. I grabbed it from a local store. They have recently changed not ownership, but direction or directive control within the store. They used to be a museum. Go in there, everything was quite overpriced.
Dusty store.
Right, and walk out. Well, they flipped over, and now they're doing raffles, and I was told to go pop in the store and check it out. I popped in, and I bought this bottle, and it was reasonably priced. It was $79.99, which is pretty close to MSRP. I don't know, I'm paying a little markup at a mom and pop shop. That's pretty standard. Got in the raffle and won an Eagle Rare 12.
That's right.
And they charged, it was like 60 or 63 bucks for the Eagle Rare 12, something like that. Like it was right in the wheelhouse, and it was awesome. And again, anytime you can find those spots, whether they do store picks or not, if they're trying to hold the line with decently priced whiskey, throw them your business because
absolutely. That's where we used to do it somewhere else until they went
until they sold, and now they don't do it anymore.
When they do it, you don't want to pay $3,000 for a regular bottle.
So, popped in the store, found something I've been looking for. The wife loves Makers. She drinks Makers a lot in old fashions. They make really, really good old fashioned because they're weeded. This is 70% corn, so it's super high corn. It's going to be very, very sweet. Again, right up my alley. I'm also a sucker for that 110 to 115 proof point. I think it's a really, really good proof point. I think it's enough to let you know it's there. You get a little bit of a pop for the money, but it's not, 90 proof Eagle Rare.
You're getting a 115 for under 100 bucks. That's pretty good.
Yeah, this one's a little lower than that. This one's right at just over 109, but that's right where those picks always come in. Those Makers picks.
Good 107. I like a good one. I like anything over 100 for sure, but
I've got really high hopes for this one. Like I said, anything with when you're
I just took a whip and almost went like, let's go.
Just as a generic reminder, when we talk about stone fruit, it's pitted fruits. And most often you're associating it with things like cherry.
No, I just got cherry. I literally just, as you said it, I went, oh, like you think about when sucking on the pit. You know what I'm saying?
It smells like a cherry cordial to me. It smells like sweet cherry. It smells like chocolate cherry.
I don't get any chocolate out of it.
Maybe I'm confusing that with oak. Because it's oaky for sure. So again, the way Makers does their...
I get like a chocolate covered cherry.
Yeah, really? Sweet, little sweet cherry. The way Makers does their deal, they make their mash bill. So I believe this one is 70, I think it's 70, 16, 14. So it's corn, wheat, and rye. And then they put staves in the barrel to add extra flavor to it. So they suspend the staves from the barrel head, and that's supposed to impart additional flavors. And they have a bunch of different stave profiles that they use for. Back in the day, if you did a store pick, you got to pick your stave profile.
Oh, that's cool.
So they gave you up to, I think, 10 total across 6 different stave types, and you could randomly mix and match. And that's how you got random stuff. There used to be bangers from those Makers picks. There was one called Florida Sugar Cookie. Like 2020.
I think we've had that.
We have, and they're great. It was released in the Jacksonville area, and that's a really, really good one. And there's one we keep now. It's called Gator Juice that I got from a local store that Andrea absolutely loves. I got the last bottle of it from them.
That exists or just
Yeah, the last one they had
oh.
in the store. But they've kind of done away with that. The picks have slowed down on the maker side, and they've really started focusing on this, which I think is great. You know, if this is going to be a different expression from them, it's in the same vein as that license plate series. It comes around the same proof, roughly around the same age, just a little different marketing. So again, I got high hopes.
Cheers.
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 She cheated on cheers. Okay.
This says it has 10 virgin toasted American oak staves.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Great finish on that.
That's delicious. I'm getting like fruit, but then a nice, like a vanilla.
Very vanilla.
Like it's weird the way it explodes.
It's got a super long finish.
Super long finish
Yeah.
for that 109 proof. Super oaky. I get that a lot with the makers because they're adding extra staves in. So it's not quite double oaked, but it's still, they're adding that additional
You
wood
definitely get that
contact.
oaky in the mid.
There's definite oak, dude, for sure.
What's funny is I don't get a ton of oak on the nose.
No.
It's very, very sweet on the nose. Blind, I might have told you it's honey finish because it smells so sweet, but it doesn't pull through on the palate. Maybe it needs to air out.
Yeah.
We just opened it. I literally just cracked it.
Yeah. That's good, dude.
It's good.
But I'm
very
not
good. Don't feel like 109 either.
I'm struggling to pull the fruit notes out of the palate.
Just fruit in general.
Sweet.
Just
It's
berries.
sweet.
Berries.
Sweet oak.
You get more of like you said, like the honey.
Yeah.
That
definitely-
first whip I got, like the first whip, that honey is right away. And then when he said honey, and then
Yeah, very honey forward. I can't imagine there's actually say they did. I mean, I'm sure they'd have to disclose it. It's not hazy enough to be any type of honey finish, but it's very, very
so
sweet.
what was the honey barrel?
I think it would still pull it in.
It'd
Man.
still pull it in.
Yeah, it makes it super hazy. 109 proof. I think I said like 79-ish bucks, and it's
Clear my sinuses.
oh yeah.
It's great for the price.
That's delicious.
Again,
Can't
I
go
think-
wrong.
I
And
think
something that's on the shelf.
on the shelf. That's the key, right? And I think makers unjustly gets a lot of hate because they only have the one mash bill, and they do the way they get different flavor profiles is just in the staving.
Right.
They don't really get out of line with crazy mash bills. Now the cellar age might be different. I don't know. I'd have to go double check that. Cellar age is great. The mouthfeel on cellar age is vastly
I think
different
it's the
from-
same mash bill and everything. I just think it's where they're storing them.
Yeah, down in the cave.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
okay,
I just, like I said, I think makers gets a lot of hate for no reason. They hold the line on price. The bottle's really, really cool. The wax top is really, really cool.
I've never had a bad one personally.
The distillery is amazing.
Is it?
It's one of the most beautiful distilleries out there.
I've never been to that one.
The grounds are gorgeous. Everything about it's awesome. You can dip your fingers in the mash, taste it right, while it's brewing away and everything.
Did you do the tour where you get to dip your own bottle?
My wife dipped a bottle.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
I've seen a bunch of videos.
Super
Of that.
I just think it's a
place,
good, it's a good because I do this for a living. So a lot of people come in and are like, hey, I'm just starting out in my bourbon whiskey journey, and I like it, and I want to move on. And if you hit the wrong thing at that journey, it can turn you off.
Yeah, you're not selling the Jim Beam.
So I use stuff like this, Woodford makers, those kind of things in there to get you into, say, hey, this is a good starter. Get in this. If you like this, there's more room to advance, and there's in the line and other stuff, of course. But I think it's great.
What's funny, and I'd have to go see if I still have the Keeper's release laying around. I may have killed it just because I wanted it off the shelf. We may side by side it when we cut the camera here, just because I don't remember liking the Keeper's release a ton. That one did not really float my boat. Or no, sorry, Heart Release. We're talking about the Heart Release.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Stewards release. We did not like the Heart Release a ton. That was the one that was even Andrea. Who
But
likes
was it?
makers-
But was it the flavor or the price?
I
That's
don't-
kind
we
of
have to go
they're
back and
all the same
double watch the
price.
video.
that's kind of where I'm at these days now. I've kind of moved higher up to what I spend, and to me, because I don't say I'm frugal, but I'm broke. So if I cash out at $70 or $80 a bottle, is the bottle for me worth the money? Is it delicious? Yes. Is it worth the price? No. That's where I'm at right now, and it's that way for higher bottles too. We've done a lot of that where other people have gotten us bottles, these people included, and we've gone, delicious, not worth the price.
See, I think
For
with this one-
example, Rick has delicious, right? too pricey.
Oh yeah, the Red House is outrageous.
But it's delicious.
All theirs are overpriced.
But you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Like it's too bad that it's that way because kind of now it kind of makes you want to be snobby. Like it's delicious, but it's not worth the price. That kind of dims it out, you know.
If you're getting this, I believe I have to double check. I think this is like 6 to 8 years. It's not age stated.
It's so good to revisit.
Roughly that 110 proof, nice finish. Like it's good porn. Like if that was pulled out of somebody's golf bag, if that's what was that the function, I ain't mad at that.
That would make a good.
Like
You wouldn't be sad.
That's a good old fashioned too.
No, every Maker's makes a good old fashioned. Again, it's that high corn.
I don't like
sweet.
old fashioned, so
Like,
I have to say that'd make a good old fashioned.
That is Andrea's jam with old fashions more often than not. Is the Maker's for sure. But again, it's wheated whiskey, man. It's going to be a little sweet. I think this has a little more bite to it than I would have expected because it's only, I think, 14% rye. It's relatively low rye. It's good. It's really, really good. I'm pumped about that one. Again, I like to support the distilleries that are trying to do new and different things. This doesn't strike me as new and different. This doesn't strike me, and maybe I need a little more research into it, but it's kind of in the same vein of what they were doing with the license plate series and with the store picks. And it's good. It's Makers. I like it, but I'd love to see them branch out. We talked about this last show, and you may not remember because it was so long ago. It was forever ago.
I don't even remember the last show.
We did the James Pepper Gold against the James Pepper decanter,
Right.
which is delicious. And at the time, the rye was out, and I was super pumped to try to find that rye. My buddy Sean brought me one back.
That's right.
And it's great. And that's cool. I want to see distilleries do something different. I want to see them
Like
branch into something
the
different.
new benchmark rye. It's now available every day at Little Island.
All Sazerac stuff's going to be available every day. The bottom is falling out of the market. You can get, each Taylor single barrel is dropped down to almost like $100 secondary.
I got 2 cases of it. We just now sold the last one. It took us 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, it's
displayed out. I'm like, what?
That's part of their marketing strategy, right? They flooded the market and they wanted to make sure that people could get their hands on the things. And
Good.
I'm not mad about it.
That's good.
I love that product line.
Give me
So
more.
I think for me,
I want some more stuff too to make that more available.
Final verdict on this one for me, I think this is in the category of worth the money. Right? That's
1 out of 10.
1.
I mean, from 1 to 10.
Oh, that's so subjective. I mean,
Solid.
for a weeder, I like it better than
More
like
around the
OWA.
7 range.
Yeah, I think I'm probably
7.5.
Yeah, maybe more than 7.
Okay. 7.
It's not overly complex. It's oaky and it's got some bite. It's got a little sweetness to it, but it's not anything crazy complex. It doesn't have that kind of viscousy, oily mouthfeel with age.
No.
It doesn't have any.
No biscuits at all.
Nah. It again, good for the price.
Biscuits.
Makes a great mixer.
It's probably about 6 years old.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm guessing too, especially on color.
All right. Well, that being said, my friends, go out and get you one. You can tell if we're wrong or not.
Yeah,
right.
If you like that sweet honey, if you like sweet honey in your whiskey, this is for you. If you don't, you're gonna be disappointed.
With that being said, my friends, thank you for joining us again. Please remember to like and subscribe to the show. We won't say you anything. If you want to come on the show, we would like to have you. We let this guy come on. And, as always, we're happy you're here. We're happy we're here. And drink one for us because I'm looking over here and over there, and we're going to drink one for you for sure. We'll see you on the next episode.